Hello, myself Satnam Singh. In this session, we will discuss IR spectroscopy. In earlier session, we have discussed about diatomic molecule. Diatomic molecule vibrates about the center of gravity and frequency is given in terms of wave number, which is equal to 1 by 2 pi c under root k by mu, where k is the force constant and mu is the reduced mass. Vibration of a diatomic molecule approximates as oscillating spring. As the covalent bond oscillates, due to the oscillation of the dipole of the molecule, a varying electromagnetic field is produced. The greater the dipole moment change through the vibration, the more intense the electromagnetic field that is generated. This is electromagnetic oscillating wave from the bond vibration. When a wave of IR radiation encounters this oscillating electromagnetic field generated by oscillating dipole of the same frequency, the two waves couple and the IR radiation is absorbed. The coupled wave now vibrates with higher amplitude. That is, after absorption of energy, the amplitude of oscillation increases and the average distance between the nuclei also increases. Most molecules possess dipole moment, which arise from an unequal sharing of electrons within the bonds which joins the atoms. For example, HBr. Dipole moment is equal to charge into distance of separation. If a bond is stretched along the line joining the nuclei of atoms, the electron distribution changes and so does the dipole moment. A vibration therefore generally produces the fluctuating dipole moment, and this enables the molecule to interact with electromagnetic radiation and absorb from it energy equal to NH nu. This increases the energy of vibration. That means the amplitude of oscillation increases and raises the molecule to a higher vibrational level. The strength of the absorption depends on the magnitude of the dipole. Strongly polar bonds, such as those between carbon and oxygen, produce strong absorptions. This bond is polar and shows strong absorption in IR. What is the essential condition for a molecule to be IR active? It is fluctuating dipole moment during vibration. Only those vibrations which cause fluctuating dipole moment in the molecule give rise to absorption in IR region, and the molecule is said to be IR active. For a molecule or vibration to be IR active, it must possess a permanent dipole moment and dipole must change during vibration. In this case, charge into distance is not equal to 0, whereas in case of hydrogen molecule, charge into distance is 0. Hydrogen will not absorb IR radiation. Diatomic molecules can be homonuclear, such as hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, or heteronuclear, carbon monoxide NOHCl. In these molecules, only stretching vibration is possible. That means we can stretch the bond. Fluctuating dipole moment, that is delta mu, is not equal to 0. In these cases, there is no change in dipole moment during vibration. Hence, homonuclear diatomic molecules are IR inactive, whereas heteronuclear diatomic molecules are IR active. Monatomic and homonuclear diatomic gases like helium, neon, chlorine, nitrogen, oxygen, etc. are transparent to IR radiations. That means these do not absorb IR radiations. Molecular vibrations are categorized as stretching. In this molecule, these atoms are going far away and coming back. So this type of vibration is termed as stretching. And bending. In case of water, these two atoms can come together. This type of vibration is termed as bending. Molecules with two or more atoms. To define position of a point in space, three coordinates x, y and z Cartesian coordinates are required. At a particular instant, to completely specify the position and orientation of the molecule, total number of coordinates required is equal to 3n, where n is number of atoms in a molecule. For a molecule, therefore, total degrees of freedom is equal to 3n, that is total number of coordinates required. Two atom molecule, for example HBr, it is a linear molecule. Only stretching vibration is possible. Bending is not possible in two atom molecule. Three atom molecules, for example carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide is a linear, whereas water is non-linear molecule. So carbon dioxide, these two atoms come together, whereas this atom is going away. This is termed as asymmetric stretching. In this, these CO bonds goes away from the center of gravity. It is termed as symmetric stretch. This is the bending mode, whereas in case of non-linear molecules, this bond is elongated, this bond is compressed. This is asymmetric stretch. This bond is elongated, this bond is also elongated at the same instant of time. This is termed as symmetric stretch, and this represents the bending mode of water. Stretching and bending vibrations are possible. These are stretching and these are bending modes. For bending vibration to occur, we require at least three atoms. Two atom molecules do not show bending vibration. Two atom molecule can move along x, y or z axis. Therefore, translational modes are three along x, y and z directions. That is, there are three translational degrees of freedom. Rotational motion, the molecule can be rotated about this axis. This is one mode. This is another mode. There are two rotational modes, whereas this rotational mode will leave these atoms x, y, z remain unchanged in space. Hence, this will not count to the rotational motion. There are two rotational motions. So linear molecule has two rotational modes, that is have two rotational degrees of freedom. Vibrational motion, linear molecule have only stretching vibration. The bond can stretch and compress. So two atom molecule, translational modes are 3, rotational modes are 2, and there is only one stretching vibration. Bending mode is not possible in two atoms molecule. 3 atoms linear molecule, for example carbon dioxide, translation motion along the XYZ direction is possible. Rotational motion is possible along this axis, but it is not possible along this axis, as XYZ of the atoms along this axis, if we rotate about this axis, will remain unchanged. So linear molecule has two rotational modes. 3 atom linear molecule, there are 3 translational modes, there are 2 rotational modes. These are vibrational modes. This is symmetric stretch. Both the atoms are going away from the center of gravity at the same time. This is asymmetric stretch. One of the bond is elongated and other is contracted at the same time. And this shows the bending mode. The vibrational modes are stretching and bending in case of 3 atoms linear molecule. 2 or 3 atoms linear molecule, we have seen that rotational motion are 2. Rotation along x-axis, there is no change in xyz values of atoms. 3 atom non-linear molecule, however, has 3 rotational modes. This molecule can be rotated along the x, y and z axis. 3 atoms non-linear molecule has 3 rotational modes. Total degree of freedom we have seen is equal to 3n, where n is number of atoms. Translation motion are 3 degrees of freedom. Rotational motion, for linear molecule there are 2 degrees of freedom. For non-linear molecule we have seen there are 3 degrees of freedom. Left out degrees of freedom are termed as vibrational motion. Degrees of freedom, that is number of coordinates required to completely specify the position and orientation of the molecule in space, is equal to 3n, n being number of atoms. For triatomic and higher atomic molecules, linear, we have vibrational modes is equal to 3n minus 5. Non-linear, we have 3n minus 6 vibrational modes. Number of possible vibrational modes depend on whether a molecule is linear or non-linear. This is what we have discussed earlier about diatomic molecules, that heteronuclear diatomic molecules are IR active. How to apply the formula for these molecules? Vibrational modes, linear, we have said is equal to 3n minus 5. Only one vibrational mode is possible, that is stretching vibration. Linear molecules, vibrational modes are 3n minus 5. Carbon dioxide is a linear molecule. There are 3 atoms. Therefore, we have 4 vibrational modes, but 2 peaks are observed in IR spectrum. We will discuss the reasoning in our next session on IR spectroscopy. Acetylene number of atoms are 4, therefore has 7 vibrational modes. How many vibrational modes these molecules have? Carbon dioxide, water, benzene, toluene, methane, acetylene, hexane. One has to apply this formula for linear molecules. Vibration modes is 3n minus 5. For non-linear molecules, vibrational modes are 3n minus 6. If you apply, you will get vibrational modes for these molecules. Possible vibrational modes are bond stretching and angle bending. Bending modes occur more rapidly than stretching. In order to stretch, we require large strength than to bend. Therefore, bending mode absorb at lower frequency. Wave number depends upon force constant. For stretching, force constant is higher. The spectra of larger molecules become complex because the number of vibrational modes, that is 3n minus 6, increases rapidly as n increases. However, it has been found that many groups give absorptions with fairly characteristic frequencies. Triatomic and polyatomic molecules, both stretching and bending vibrations are possible. Only those vibrations which cause fluctuating dipole moment in the molecule give rise to absorption in IR region. Out of all possible vibrations, even if only one mode is active in IR region, molecule is said to be IR active. Therefore, all triatomic and polyatomic molecules are IR active. Except homonuclear diatomics, all other molecules are IR active. Theoretically, no two compounds have identical IR spectra except optical isomers, that is, except enantiomers. IR spectroscopy cannot differentiate between optical isomers. In this session, we have discussed the formula to calculate wave number of absorption for diatomic molecules or groups. Vibration of diatomic molecule approximates as oscillating spring. On absorption of IR radiation, molecule goes to higher vibrational level. That means amplitude of oscillation increases. Homonuclear diatomics are IR inactive, whereas heteronuclear diatomics are IR active. Vibrational modes for linear molecule is given by 3n minus 5, whereas vibrational modes for nonlinear molecule is equal to 3n minus 6. Thanks for watching this video.